Many of you might have clicked on this video because of its description that says COVID positive. Well, that's exactly why I'm here. Hi, I'm Sargun Bedi, your counseling psychologist, behavioral trainer, and a transformation coach. Also, the founder director of Lucid Mind. Now, with all the hush hush that is going around this pandemic, it's obviously serious. That's why it's a pandemic. It is natural for a lot of us to feel scared, anxious, worried, stressed out for a lot of reasons like finances, health, maybe resources, also, for your loved ones, for people in general. Excessive thinking, a lot more. Now that we know which category we fall into, what's bothering us and what's not bothering us. But the main question is, what are we really doing about it? Look, it started with all the WhatsApp series of messages of the overflow of information about how horrifying it is and how deadly it can be, and all this information kept spreading through WhatsApp. And then there were trollers, a group of trollers who made it humorous for people to take it a little lighter. So that was their perspective. And then there are also people who are trying to show you the right way of dealing with this hard time. I'm not going to talk about any of this. I'm not here for any of this. I'm here to talk about you. Yes, you, because you are precious. And just imagine, although we do not know the entire world together, but we know few people, and if we tell this to one person, we say this to one person on WhatsApp, FaceTime, call, or some other messenger, just imagine what a great help it is going to be for each one of us, for everyone, to come back to this moment and realizing how precious we are. Recently, I've been seeing a series of posts, videos that talk about doing things that you are not able to do regularly to be done in this curfew period. Also, there are posts and videos wherein people are talking about the idea of family time and care. All this is wonderful. Also, people are talking about this different energy exchange that people are doing on WhatsApp, and spending time on Netflix being a method of procrastination. All this information is bang on. It is helpful. Guys, it's your time and you can utilize it the way you want. But just ask yourself once, if it's really serving you, if it's really adding any value, if it's really helping you. What about those people who are not getting along with their families? It's tough for them. And what about those people who are struggling to sustain their TV bills and internet bills? It's equally tough for them. And there are people who've hoarded a lot of stuff and now they're binge eating and taking a heavy load on their hormones. Tough for them. And then there are people who are caretaking other people. It's a load on them. I am precious and so are you. And why I say this is because this time is the real time to show ourselves that we are worth it, we are capable, and we are strong enough to handle the crisis. If you really want to be collective and together, be you first. How are you spending your me time? Are you really putting your heart and soul to it, or you're just doing it for the sake of doing it and thinking that, oh, that's the only choice? A lot of my clients have been coming up to me and telling me that's the only choice that we have. What else can we do? We don't have choices. We make choices. All you lovely people here, I reiterate, we don't have choices, we make choices. So all the emotions that you're going through right now, from low moods, energy drain, anxiety, stress, to the other lot of people who think nothing's gonna happen to me, I don't care, it's all a hype, someone, somewhere is getting affected. Someone is suffering. So to be collective and responsible, it starts with our hygiene. And I'm not talking about the physical hygiene here, like cleaning yourself up. And I'm not talking about the mental hygiene of, working the bush around being positive. But I'm talking about your emotional hygiene. So understand that news isn't bad. If you are taking the information for your precautions and safety, it is helpful. So blaming the media is not helping. They are doing their jobs, but are we really doing our jobs well is the question. And then again, blaming other people for being insensitive and sharing either too much negative load or being funny around the scenario is not helping again, because we have to be smart within ourselves. Are we? Everyone will have their views we might or might not agree with. But if we have strong dedication to feel for each other, then let this become a calling. Let this become a prayer. And let this become a seeking. And that's the kind of energy we want to induce within us and around us. So we can become positive around COVID and not become COVID positive, because this uncommon situation cannot be bigger than us if we are together. So if you really don't want it to become bigger than you have to take an intentional action towards your precious selves in keeping your emotions integrated, because that's the need of the hour. This is me, Sargun Bedi, signing off. Voice out and own your mind.